Thank you for joining our discussion, Jeff.
Thank you, Dan. Glad to be here. I mean, it's been many years now, so things have evolved since then. But I guess my point is that the war room philosophy of the industry is entrenched in us. When a railroad is experiencing a serious problem like a washout here in Tennessee and so on, or the fire in California on the bridge, I have no doubt, even though I wasn't there, I used to do this, but I'll bet that there was some kind of a war room set up to, all right, we need marketing people, we need transportation people, we need our building maintenance type guys. We got to figure this out. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? Who are we going to tell? Because you got to communicate with the shippers. So there is that, and there's plenty of precedent for that. So I just share that as an interesting sort of culture that we have.
Well, this is coming from the emergency management culture, but all disasters are local. That's been the mantra, for years. And yeah, you still have the issues with every now and then where you've got a federal entity that'll turn around and step in and say, no, we're large and in charge. We've got the checkbook, we've got the authority, we're going to take over. Most of that though has been pushed back. And there is recognition that, look, the locals understand the issues far more in detail, and they're the first ones in, they're never going to leave. So it's theirs. I don't know, what I'm thinking is that rail is local. You guys already have the tracks there. You already have the infrastructure. It's one of those things where, you're not an outside entity that's being brought in to address a local issue. You're already local. So
yeah, and our industry was built on a military model. I mean, Sherman marched through Georgia, but he also is named after a hill in Wyoming. Yeah, because he was involved with the railroad. And we used to use orders. The train would receive orders to proceed. We have superintendents and so on. And so, like I used to be called an officer, even though I was a junior, more of a second, maybe a third lieutenant in my case. But that structure is certainly familiar. And of course, the emergency response community has a similar philosophy, I suspect, in terms of how decisions are made.